bit like being promised that I was going to be called by a boy I was interested in, and he hasn't called, and I haven't even got an inappropriate selfie either. Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to be asking, are either of these two blushes worth your hard-earned cash? I'm Amelia and I love all things beauty, so please join me and let's get the fun started. I was beside myself with excitement when I heard that YSL were coming out with new blushes for the new year. I really was. So imagine my disappointment, which I think is a collective disappointment, at least in the UK, that out of 12 shades, only 4 are available in the UK. And of course, the shades that I was really excited about, which were the bright pink shades, not available. I kind of got over my disappointment, which is a shame, and I'm still disappointed. And I got this shade here, which is number 57, Coral Clash. Now, what attracted me to this, and I'll show it to you, is there's no shimmer at all. And while I don't mind a blusher with shimmer, it's more bronzers I've got a problem with shimmer. I wanted something that was very matte, that was definitely coral, because I want to start wearing kind of more caramelly shades. I did realise, unless I wear just bronzer, I didn't really have a blusher that I was excited about. I do have lots of blushes and I should be more excited by them than I am, but you know, I get bored. I'm quite fickle. I got this. Now, I have to tell you, they are beyond beautiful, these. They are, I say these, I bought one because, as I said, I wanted to wait for more, but you know, let's see. What's lovely about them is not only do you get the lovely colour, but you get a little mirror, and the mirror and the compact, you know what, it's just the right size for your handbag to use for your lipstick touch-ups. I'm quite excited about this. Let's give it a go. So I've got my It Cosmetics brush, which I got in the sale last week. Well, it's not in the sale, it was sort of heavily discounted somewhere. So I thought, why not get another blusher brush? So let's give this a go. Ooh, lovely. All I've got on at the moment is my foundation, which is the MAC Studio Fix. And I put that on because that's quite a powdery finish. So that way I thought it'll go on as sort of smoothly as possible to show you. Although definitely in real life, I may just be putting it on without any foundation on at all. So that is a light dusting. Let me show you on the back of my hand what that looks like. It looks like that. I didn't put very much on there, but it's definitely a coral. There's definitely no shimmer. Now they come in two different finishes. They come in a satin finish and a matte finish. And this is definitely delightfully matte. And I have to say I'm impressed. And I'd say it's done the job. I really like this. It's lovely. Now they do say they are 24-hour wear and waterproof and sweatproof. But I have to say, if I've still got my makeup on after 24 hours, I'm not having a good day. And the last thing on my mind would be to look in the mirror and think, oh, I'm so pleased my makeup lasted throughout these 24 traumatic hours. So I'm glad I've got this one, because this is definitely going to solve the gap in my not inconsiderable makeup collection, and my certainly not inconsiderable collection of blushes, but this is going to fill the gap and I'm pleased I've got it. So I've removed the YSL blusher and put fresh foundation on. My skin was a bit excised at having been cleansed unexpectedly, but there you go. The shade of Partick Tar that I bought is She Goes to the Gym. Now it comes in the beautiful rose gold packaging with a really good size mirror, and there's powder blush and there's also cream blush, and the cream blush comes in this really nifty, covered by this really nifty plastic cover. What that means is you can't drop it because it's actually attached, it actually pivots on. I say you can't drop it, I would drop it and then step on it. So I like the way that Partick Tar has thought about people who are a bit cat-handed like me. I'm just going to use a little bit of the powder, and I'm going to use the method that I've seen Partick Tar use on Instagram, which is saturate the brush with powder, tap, tap, tap on the back, and then on we go. I'm sort of patting and sort of flicking a bit as well. Oh, that's lovely. Now, this is it's got this kind of glow, which I really like. I can see that already. Now, I always loved cream blushes, even when they were not fashionable over 30 years ago, probably 35 years ago. When I was a dim-witted 20-something, even I knew that for dry skin, you know, a cream blush is just a lovely thing. When Partick came out with these, I kind of flirted with them and didn't actually sort of go all the way, as it were. So now with this, I've been tempted because I really like this berry colour that we've got here. I mean, it really is a berry colour. I'm going to show you the actual shade, so the powder and the gloss. So here you've got the powder at the bottom, and then you've got the cream blusher on top. Now the cream blusher, I should say, is much sheerer, as you would hope and expect, given that it's going to go over, that's the idea, to go over the powder blusher to give it a little bit of gloss. So now, having done that, I am going to use my Refa. This is the LC02. It comes in a kit of 3 brushes, which are all synthetic and quite dense. I'm going to put some on the brush. I'm going to go on the, oop, yeah, okay, just that shows us it's very, very pigmented. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. I'm just putting it on the cheekbones, and I'm sort of patting it on. Oh, I do like that. Now, I've probably put on too much. In fact, I know I have, but in a good way, you get to see the colour. And I think the name of the game here is going to be a light hand, which I have to say does not come very naturally to me, but I'm going to say it out loud when I use these again tomorrow to sort of remind myself. But it is lovely, and it is a lovely colour. I'm so glad I've not been let down. It's lovely. It's not nice being let down by makeup. It's a big outlay. There's excitement, you know, there's preparation. We want to be excited and inspired. So, and to that end, what I want to say, I think there's 18 colours of this. They retail at £32, which is a smidge cheaper than the YSL. And there's a real range of colours. Now, all I need to do is put a bit of lipstick on, and I'm probably going to be ready to rock and roll. Well, rock and roll as in, you know, within my limits. Really nice. I really like this. What do you think? I would definitely put the powder blush on my eyelids and then mascara and then out the door. I would definitely do that with this colour, because that would be very nice. It's a kind of monochromatic look. So that's really good. This is called She Goes to the Gym. I just want to say how lovely that Partick has got such aspirational titles and names to his products. I want to be the kind of person that people say, oh, she goes to the gym, or with the eyeshadows, oh, she's still at the club, or maybe in between, as these eyeshadows are, the ones I'm wearing, I can say imperiously, talk to my team, as opposed to, you know, talk to my cat, who doesn't answer back. But maybe that's the ideal team, I don't know. This is really nice. So I urge you to try it, really. Not least because if you're a deeper skin tone to me, you're going to have no problem, because they are so pigmented and there's such integrity in these colours. You know, what you see in the pan is at least what you're going to get, because I had to go quite carefully. And remember, I had to saturate my brush and then pat it on the back of my hand to make sure I got a sort of a diffuse colour. And even then, this is a good strong pigment, so it's very exciting. This week, I've been pretty grumpy with YSL because I was looking forward to the new blushes. As I said, we only had a handful available in the UK, and I kind of feel like I've just got excited for no reason, and it's a bit of an anticlimax. So I'm not that motivated at all, actually, to buy any of the other colours if they come into stock in the UK. I kind of feel like the YSL Make Me Blush ship has sailed. I'm on the quay, and I'm not that disappointed because, you know, on the strip mall behind me. I've got Sephora, I've got Cult Beauty, I've got Harrods, Selfridges, you know, either to be able to buy blushes in person or online from all sorts of other brands who are probably a bit more organised. So that's kind of how I feel. It's a bit like being promised that I was going to be called by a boy I was interested in, and he hasn't called, and I haven't even got an inappropriate selfie either. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed those 2 reviews. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe and see you in the next video. Bye.